Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is start sifting through and going through all the accumulated parts that we have. As you can see, we got quite a lot of stuff in here. We got manifolds, we got headlights, we got bumpers, we got all sorts. So we've got a lot of stuff to go through, put on, and we also have to work out what bolts go where. Go through and see what is needed and what's not needed, and obviously start fitting some of this stuff as well, just to get it out of the way. And once that's kind of gone through and sorted and fitted and all that, we're then going to start tearing into stuff that we don't need. Obviously take out some of the interior pieces we don't need. Rear seats, they need to go, we don't need them. But yes, so that's going to be in today's video. It's going to be a pretty chilled one, so without further waiting, let's have a look at what we got ourselves into. So with these trim pieces and the headlights fitted, looking way better, but as you can see, the bonnet is kind of stepping over the badge. The badge is meant to be like out here, per se. There is a bit of damage at the front, I did mention earlier, but you can kind of see where it's been pushed into. Let's pop the bonnet again. So there is something going on here. We need to kind of mess around with a few things and bits and pieces, but this does need to come out quite a bit. We'll work on that later date, and also we don't have the front bumper as well. When we have the front bumper, we can kind of see roughly where we're at, but I got a feeling that the kind of the front's been pushed out a bit, and probably some of these pieces here have just buckled a little bit. So probably what I have to do is just unbolt a few things, pull it back together and kind of bolt it back up, and it should be alright. The headlights need to come closer together so this pushes out, I got a feeling. But for now, it is alright. It's not a problem. We just need to kind of sort out what's going on at a later date. Right, I think on to the other pieces now. What I just did is quickly just popped on the new bumper to kind of show you how much it's been pushed in by, and it's quite a significant amount. These points here need to be here, same there. Now if the car was running, what we could do attach a rope to here, drive it forward and attach it to a tree, or what we could do is the other way around, where we get another vehicle and pull. But I think what we're going to just do is see how much we can pull it out with hand tools and stuff like that, and see how much we can pull it out by. Hopefully it's a lot, hopefully, maybe, possibly, but yeah, it's going to be quite the challenge. So now we've got the rear bumper. We're going to attach it properly back on the corners there and all that, just for the time being, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the pieces.
It's having a wee!
How are we going to do this? In the previous video, you saw us going out to the scrapyard and picking up a bunch of parts. And what we're going to be doing today is essentially installing and exploring a little bit more of this car. So let's just run over what we got. So one of the big things was this front bumper. As you saw, there is no front bumper. So this was a key and quite a vital piece that we wanted. So we're glad we got that. Inside, we have also got a bunch of parts as well. So, start over here, we have the ABS module, which is currently missing. We've got radiator mounts. We've actually got a radiator, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, I did go ahead and test fit because I wasn't too sure about this. Unfortunately, the fuel sender we picked up is wrong, so we won't be doing that. As you can see, the original locking ring is a little bit too big, completely different one. And also this has a fuel send and receive. Ours only needs a fuel send, so unfortunately can't use that, but we'll just go back and pick up another one. And also we got this thermostat housing and the thermostat itself with the missing piece of tube. So this we've actually already, as you can see, had this gone away and be cleaned up. There was moss and all sorts growing on it, and there was oil and residue on the inside. So that's cleaned up, ready to go back in, but we'll show that process now. We've got the sensor. This pipe needs cleaning out, as you can probably see. Yeah, there's muck and all sorts in the tube, so we need to clean that out before fitting it. Unfortunately, this thermostat is a little bit knackered, so we need to chuck this out and get a brand new one. But the thermostat housing can go on and seal that bit of the engine bay up. We can obviously show the radiator going in as well. So those are the few bits and pieces. And then over here, we also went ahead and got some front headlights off of eBay. They're in pretty good condition. I think one of the brackets is a little bit weird. There it is. So one of the brackets is a little bit broken, but it's not too bad. There's literally nothing on the front end of this, so I'm not complaining. We've actually already gone ahead and actually put the new boot that we got as well on the back. But yes. So those are most of the pieces. What we're going to do today is actually test fit everything, see if it lines up. Got a slight feeling I might have to take apart the entire front end because it's a little bit jacked, because we will have to go back to that scrapyard again, as I said, to get some more parts. But without further waiting, let's start installing bits back onto the 206. Right, GoPro view. Right then. Oh, it's already popped, isn't it? Okay. There we go. Right, so first, headlights. Yes, let's do headlights. We're missing the back on this one, but oh well. Let's test fit this in. The problem is, because of this dent, this arch is quite jacked up, so I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able. Oh, it's getting close. I think there's something for this to clip into. So that goes there. Ah, there you go. Ah, it's pretty lined up actually. Might not be as bad as we think. Let's just do this up lightly first. Huh, cool, there's two bolts there. There's a third that goes in here, but it's a bit jacked up. See, that's not lining up at all. Because these pieces here have been pushed in, and it's got a crink there, and the same on this side. So this whole front end's been pushed in, so we might not actually line up at all because it's all cracked and fractured all down here as well. That's why we're test fitting. Test fitting is good. We like test fitting. See that? That tab's gone there. Oh, okay. 2 out of 3. I can live with that. Yeah, this is not sitting nice. It's in. So the next piece I think that goes on is this piece here. Yes, I think it is. It might be a bit broken this, but yeah, I think there's a big tab that's missing here, which is meant to go there. Okay. It's a bit. It does not like to fit. It's a bit pinched. Yeah, that's not right there. Because see, this is all. As you can see, like it's all not in line at all. Yeah, it's all jacked up here. Right, interesting. Okay, I think the wisest thing to do is to take everything back off and start taking apart this bit and do some measurements to see what's what, really. Before we waste our time with it. Come on. That wasn't even on tight. Oh, it's peed itself. What is going on here? Oh, nah. No. There goes the water feature. Hey. Come on. Move water. So this should come. Aha! God, this thing's easy to take apart. Tell you what, engine swap, dead easy. Will say though, this is like the first time I can actually step inside of an engine bay with the engine. Oh my god! Ow! Smack my knee. Oh, ow. Got the front end off, and it is quite jacked at the front, so I need to pull it really. Let's take these arches off, because obviously you can see these have moved big time, so let's get this off. Is there anything on the inside? Oh, there is, yeah, there's a screwy, the screw. I present to you the ultimate extension. This is not going to go well. Oh, it's actually going. You know, he's only gone and done it. Yes. Now we want to keep this because this is kind of okay. How does it pull up? It's a pull uppy thing. Yeah. This looks semi-alright. Probably a bit of a dent there, but yeah, that's alright. I can't be asked to take it all apart. Oh wait, is that part of the... Oh. It is... Oh. I didn't know that. Is this being glued on? Hang on. This is... What? Oh god. I need something to hold this up. It's a shtick with a... Yeah, that'll do. Oh. What the fudge? What? To be honest, this is probably not going to go back on the car. Meh, I don't know. So what I'm thinking now is to kind of take apart the air intake so I can get access to the thermostat, clean that up in that area, and I can also then put in the ABS as well. So remove this next, I think. It's probably not going to go back in, but oh well. That was unattached. Am I being stupid? Can I not? No, I'm being stupid. There we go. Bop. Okay, so what I might do is just get a knife or a blade, take all the excess off. Haha. Pretty cleaned up. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to test fit this now. Make sure it's all attached. The pipe that's meant to go on the end is kind of blocking it, but it does look like it's going to fit. But that's alright. That's fine. What I'm probably going to do actually is I'm going to put this on the pipe. Reason being, it makes it easier to then fit it on, I think. Right, that's pretty much sorted, so let's round that first. I think if I go for a bolt, I tell you what, he's only gone and fucking done it. Let's go in there, and then this goes down there. Yeah. Now I think a screw or bolt goes in there to hold that up, so that's what we're going to go grab now. Yeah. There we go. That's on. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is going to get the ABS module now, get that sort of in, clean up those little connectors and move on to that. So we've got 3 studs, and that. Cool. Drop this in. There we go. Oops. Sweet. Might just tighten them up. It is 11. Ah. There we go. So they're tight. So when we come to obviously bleed the brakes, we will keep an eye on this, make sure this is okay. And pull this up whilst pushing it in. That's on. Now let's go get those bolts. Now I need to get another one for the back there, but for now that's not going anywhere, so that's fine. What we could do now, because as you can see, this piece here is pretty bent back. So here, so I'm going to go get a new piece of kit that I've got and try and straighten that out. Inside here is the answer, I believe, to our problems. Basically it's a slide hammer, and you put any ends on the end there, pull back with the weight, smack it to pull it back out. I'll show you in a minute. We'll try this first. We're going to see how this goes. It's working. Oh, it's coming, it's coming. It's actually doing something. Let's see what it does over here. You can see how this is not flat, and this side is flat, and this is all kinked as well. We'll give this a go another time. I obviously bought it for the back because obviously we got a lot on the back to do. I wonder if hammering that would actually push this back out. That actually moved. It's a bit better than it was before, I'll tell you that now. It's looking a little bit better, not gonna lie. Sitting a lot better. All we need to do is double check. What I need is another 206 to take measurements of. So I think this is now back, because it's really not happy with sitting in here. It's sitting a lot better. Okay, we can live with that. It's a lot better. It's way better already. Right, I'm back from food. What I'm going to do is start slapping stuff back on. Now the question is, what bolts went where? This, which goes on like easy. So there are big bolts for those. Big bolts with the big bolts. There's the big bolts. Right. So now should be able to put stuff back on.